Soft drinks are enormously popular beverages consisting primarily of carbonated water, sugar, and flavorings. Nearly 200 nations enjoy the sweet, sparkling soda with an annual consumption of more than 34 billion gallons. Soft drinks rank as America's favorite beverage segment, representing 25% of the total beverage market. In the early 1990s, per capita consumption of soft drinks in the U.S. was 49 gallons, 15 gallons more than the next most popular beverage, water. Steplead Soft Drink Filling Machine. The roots of soft drinks extend to ancient times. 2,000 years ago, Greeks and Romans recognized the medicinal value of mineral water and bathed in it for relaxation, a practice that continues to the present. In the late 1700s, Europeans and Americans began drinking the sparkling mineral water for its reputed therapeutic benefits. The first imitation mineral water in the U.S. was patented in 1809. It was called soda water and consisted of water and sodium bicarbonate mixed with acid to add effervescence. Pharmacists in America and Europe experimented with myriad ingredients in the hope of finding new remedies for various ailments. Already the flavored soda waters were hailed as brain tonics for curing headaches, hangovers, and nervous afflictions. Steplead Soft Drink Filler. New soda flavors constantly appeared on the market. Some of the more popular flavors were ginger ale, sarsaparilla, root beer, lemon, and other fruit flavors. In the early 1880s, pharmacists experimented with powerful stimulants to add to soda water, including cola nuts and coca leaves. They were inspired by Bolivian Indian workers who chewed coca leaves to ward off fatigue and by West African workers who chewed cola nuts as a stimulant. In 1886, an Atlanta pharmacist, John Pemberton, took the fateful step of combining coca with cola, thus creating what would become the world's most famous drink, Coca-Cola. The beverage was advertised as refreshing as well as therapeutic. French wine cola, ideal nerve and tonic stimulant. A few years later, another pharmacist, Caleb Bradham, created Pepsi-Cola in North Carolina. Although the name was a derivation of pepsin, an acid that aids digestion, Pepsi did not advertise the beverage as having therapeutic benefits. By the early 20th century, most cola companies focused their advertising on the refreshing aspects of their drinks. As flavored carbonated beverages gained popularity, manufacturers struggled to find an appropriate name for the drinks. Some suggested marble water, syrup water, and aerated water. The most appealing name, however, was soft drink, adapted in the hopes that soft drinks would ultimately supplant the hard liquor market. Although the idea never stuck, the term soft drink did. Until the 1890s, soft drinks were produced manually, from blowing bottles individually to filling and packaging. During the following 2 decades, automated machinery greatly increased the productivity of soft drink plants. Probably the most important development in bottling technology occurred with the invention of the crown cap in 1892, which successfully contained the carbon dioxide gas in glass bottles. The crown cap design endured for 70 years. Steplead soft drink manufacturers have been quick to respond to consumer preferences. In 1962, Diet Colas were introduced in response to the fashion of thinness for women. In the 1980s, the growing health consciousness of the country led to the creation of caffeine-free and low-sodium soft drinks. The 1990s ushered in clear colas that were colorless, caffeine-free, and preservative-free. The manufacturing process of Steplead soft drink filling machine. Most soft drinks are made at local bottling and canning companies. Brand name franchise companies grant licenses to bottlers to mix the soft drinks in strict accordance to their secret formulas and their required manufacturing procedures. Clarifying the water. 1. The quality of water is crucial to the success of a soft drink. Impurities, such as suspended particles, organic matter, and bacteria, may degrade taste and color. They are generally removed through the traditional process of a series of coagulation, filtration, and chlorination. Coagulation involves mixing a gelatinous precipitate, or floc, ferric sulfate or aluminum sulfate, into the water. The flock absorbs suspended particles, making them larger and more easily trapped by filters. During the clarification process, alkalinity must be adjusted with an addition of lime to reach the desired pH level. Filtering, sterilizing, and dechlorinating the water. The clarified water is poured through a sand filter to remove fine particles of flock. The water passes through a layer of sand and coarser beds of gravel to capture the particles. Sterilization is necessary to destroy bacteria and organic compounds that might spoil the water's taste or color. The water is pumped into a storage tank and is dosed with a small amount of free chlorine. The chlorinated water remains in the storage soft drink tank for about 2 hours until the reaction is complete. Next, an activated carbon filter dechlorinates the water and removes residual organic matter, much like the sand filter. A vacuum pump aerates the water before it passes into a dosing station. Mixing the ingredients. The dissolved sugar and flavor concentrates are pumped into the dosing station in a predetermined sequence according to their compatibility. The ingredients are conveyed into batch tanks where they are carefully mixed. Too much agitation can cause unwanted aeration. The syrup may be sterilized while in the tanks, using ultraviolet radiation or flash pasteurization, which involves quickly heating and cooling the mixture. Fruit-based syrups generally must be pasteurized. The water and syrup are carefully combined by sophisticated machines, called proportioners, which regulate the flow rates and ratios of the liquids. The vessels are pressurized with carbon dioxide to prevent aeration of the mixture. Carbonating the beverage. Carbonation is generally added to the finished product, though it may be mixed into the water at an earlier stage.